All right. So welcome to Metal on High Heels interview. And please introduce Thornes shortly.
Hi, this is Steve Steele, our bass player. Plays that 4-string thing. He's fantastic. This is Randy Satarsky, and he's our drummer, and he's just spectacular. And I'm Antoinette, and we're a 3-piece power trio from New York, female-fronted. And what else do you want to know?
I would like to know how you guys found each other, how the band came to be. If I'm correct, Antoinette, you started with as a solo artist, and then it grew the project.
Well, I always had an intention of getting a band together, and it's not an easy process. It's like being in a relationship. You have to find the right people, and not just musically get along with you, but emotionally. And I feel like these guys they're my big brothers, and they keep an eye on my back, so to speak, musically and emotionally. So
and literally for me, because I'm the drummer, so I always see her back.
Yeah, that's all he does is stare at my backside. Yeah. I'm really lucky to have found these guys. They mean the world to me, and Thornes is a family.
It took a while. It's like I think we've been through about 17 drummers before we finally got a decent one.
They've all exploded.
They all exploded just like Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
The likeliness of that happening to me is slim to
I don't know.
No, he doesn't like he's going to explode anytime. He's been with us for about 2 years. Steve's been at Thornes for over 4 years, and it's been going for about 5. So.
All right. Cool. Are you working right now on some new material?
Absolutely. We are in the studio. We're writing new stuff here in the rehearsal studio, and we are also recording music at the music studio. So we're hitting it on all fronts.
How much is done already? Do you have maybe a release date inside?
We would definitely like to have it done by in the fall, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, Antoinette did vocals for a couple of songs, so we're planning to do an EP. But the thing is, it's not just the time; it's getting the money to do it, because we're self-funded, because we're independent. So we don't have any. So it's a matter of when we have the enough money to pay for a recording session to get stuff done. So we have backing vocals and mixing to do on those. So
just the backing vocals, the mix, and the master. So that's why I was thinking fall. It does cost a pretty penny. There's no doubt about it. Recording is probably the most expensive thing next to touring. That's always that's a costly adventure too. But it seems to be the only way that you can get out to your audience, because nowadays there's so much out there. To cut through the haze, you have to actually be present.
Yeah. Yes. Have you looked into crowdfunding maybe for your album?
We thought about that, but I've heard rumors that at least half of them don't hit their mark, so nobody gets money. And it's also, and look, it's just me personally, it's a little debasing to have to ask for money. I hate having to ask for money. Personally, I'd rather just do it on my own, and or on our own, and just handle it. Yeah. We all chip in for what we're doing. I mean, this interview is taking a drastic turn. Some metaphysical here. The way a band works is that it's not just about the music, even though that is ultimately what the audience is going to hear and see, is you, the way you look, the way you sound. Those are the most important things that draw people in, but there's so much behind the scenes. Being a musician today does not just mean being a musician and being a good artist. It also means you have to be good at marketing. You have to be good at advertising yourself. which is fine if you're a social person, but most musicians I know are not the most social people. That's why we became musicians, because we're
misfits.
We're misanthropic misfits, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, that means that you have to become a more gregarious, outgoing person, and that's difficult sometimes for introverted, artistic people.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's the great side about being on stage and sharing your music with the public and having them enjoy it, feeding off of it, and it's a symbiotic thing. That's great. That's the best part about being a musician. There's hardly any other feeling on earth that, you know, that gives me such joy is that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But getting to that point is a lot of work, and that's why, you know, you have to be prepared to really put the effort in and to make yourself successful.
That's very true.
Now ask us something lighthearted, please.
Yeah, I will. Tell us a little bit about the rock and heavy metal scene in New York.
It's actually kind of coming up, right?
There's quite a decent scene, and the good thing about it, by and large, is that it's almost like a big extended family. Like a lot of bands play shows together or support each other, or it's kind of like, so everybody sort of knows everybody, and there's quite a few decent venues that we play, you know, between us and several other bands, and you know, there's some really cool bands in town.
It's starting to bud again.
Yeah.
You know, rock and roll is making a comeback. It really is.
Yeah.
People are, you know, kind of tired of the same old, and now they're looking for a little harder edge again. I don't know. I guess it's ebbs and flows, the angst of the populace. But yeah, we definitely need a little, you know, fight back rock and roll rebel music. You know.
Yeah. Do you have any cool anecdotes to tell us about your band life in the big city?
I'm coming back. Well, I'm driving. It's late. The gig's over. It's dark outside. It's not raining anymore, thankfully. And it just so happens this gig, this venue was on top of a hill. Mm-hmm. So after the gig, we're going downhill to go back home. And it's dark. There's no lights. Look, we're city dwellers. There's lights everywhere. Even at night, it's still bright in the city. You know? So there's no light, no street light, back road, trees on either side. I'm going downhill in a big panel truck filled with gear, and I can't see anything, even with the brights on. All I can see is the road. So we get to this corner, and it's got this weird, like a weird turn here, and then another turn, and then a straight ahead, and then this way. And I make a wrong turn, and I go down the wrong one-way street.
Wrong way.
As I make the turn, the cop is sitting right there with his lights on. Yeah. I just turn right into him, and I just stop. And he just looks at me, and the cop stares at me through the windshield for a minute, and then just flips the lights on. Woo! Don't even move. So I just kind of drive into this parking lot, this driveway of a church, it looked like, right?
It was a church, I think. Yeah.
And the cop, I was like, okay, guys.
All of our hands were on the dashboard.
I said, guys, put your hands on the dashboard and just be chill, okay? You know, we did just come from a venue, a bar. I wasn't drinking. I don't drink. But these guys had a couple, and that's why I was driving. I didn't think anything was going to happen, but I just wanted to make sure everybody's hands were on the wheel, you know, and as soon as he comes up, I roll down the window, I got my ID in my hand, and I'm like, hi. I am so sorry. I totally got confused. We're New Yorkers. We don't know our way around here. There's that crazy turn, and I'm really sorry. It was not intentional. And he's like, okay, well, where are you coming from? Oh, we got this gig, and I'm just trying to be as sober as possible. So I talked to him for a few minutes. He looks me up and down, and, you know, I mean, look, white girl privilege. Okay, white girl privilege. I just smiled at him and talked really calmly and nicely to him, and he let us off the hook. We got lucky with that. He even told me, I was like, look, I'm still, thank you for not writing us a ticket or taking us to jail or anything. Did he look in the back?
No.
He asked
No.
that what we were carrying because we had such a big truck. And
He could have done.
he does look suspicious. It looks like a delivery truck. In the middle of the night, graffiti on it, and it just looks weird in this little neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, get it. And I was like, we got musical gear in the back. You're more than welcome to like. And he's like, no, you're fine. You're fine. Go ahead. Get home safe. And then he gave us directions to get out of there. So,
that was
thank
very,
you,
very
Austin.
nice.
Yeah.
In Jersey, you can't turn left. You got to turn right to turn left.
Yeah.
You got to do these jug handles, they're called.
Okay.
Jersey's
It's strange. It's
Jersey's
very
a very
confusing when
strange
you look at
place.
it.
Yeah.
Are there any, I don't know, what are your goals band-wise? Who would you like to open for?
Oh, well, I mean,
Who wouldn't we like
That's an endless list.
that is
Top three.
the
Top three?
top three.
Got to give us at least 30.
Well, I mean, yeah, the Rival Sons. They're a good rock and roll band from L.A. They did a tour in Europe for like 2 years, right? They did two summer
They broke
tours.
in Europe first.
They broke in Europe and then came back to the States. That's kind of how it works nowadays, it seems, that you have to go elsewhere and prove yourself before the United States is like, oh,
Okay.
you did all that? Wow, well, shit, you must be cool. Come on.
Now we like you.
Now we like
All
you.
right.
You know?
Sometimes it works that way with New York as well. You kind of, we finally getting some respect now, but it's almost like you have to go away and like create a buzz in Jersey or upstate or somewhere else, and then come back and like, oh, you guys are doing well out there. Maybe we'll come and see you now. So it's kind of weird.
Would you like a big goal? One of my big goals would be to have a Winnebago and be in Europe and doing the summer tour festival. Like
Anna Maria.
but doing 30, 40 dates of festival shows, going all through Europe, playing rock and roll music, selling T-shirts and EPs, and just having a great time. That would be my goal. Just to be able to be doing what you love full time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be the greatest.
That's
That
great.
would definitely. How about you? What's your goal?
Got to play the greatest arena in the world, and that's in our hometown, Madison Square Garden.
I would love
Wow,
to play Madison. Yeah. Rival Sons just did that, by the way. They opened up for
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw them. Great. They were fantastic.
Amazing. What are
And
you?
that's
Yeah, that sounds great. Is there anything else you would like to say to your fans, to our audience?
well, they don't know us yet, but I mean, I think if they're fans of rock and roll, they're definitely going to like us. There's absolutely no doubt about that.
Great. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sure, thank you.